Dr. Chepkwony. I'm a Kenyan pharmacist by profession, and I'm a board member of ISET just by an extrapolation program that I've had with the leadership of the ISET for many years. I want to apologize from the onset that I came belatedly because I had a number of activities that I had to perform this morning. But I came at the last session when the last session was going on. And I realized in this symposium or workshop, are very highly charged, powerful, intellectual researchers a country can be proud of. I was so privileged to get a bit of the experiences that they have shared with these in this conference, and I realized there is so much that the brilliant minds in our continent called Africa can do in partnership with those who have gone through this board. And it came sinking in my mind that time has come to bring out all the records in terms of evidence that has been generated over the years by our partners coming from very developed countries, and regrettably they are actually collecting dust in our shelves, in the ministries, in so many of the sectors of our industry, mainly the Ministry of Agriculture, Health, Education, just but to mention a few. And I realize that from the discussion you are having, there is indeed a need to have a vision that can accommodate all the research findings in all the areas or in all the vital sectors of our economy, notably in the area of agriculture, that has got a direct link with our health, our general health being. And I realize when we have that kind of vision, it is very much possible to translate the theories, the observations, the findings, and marry with the policy in the various government departments, so that at least we can be able to partner with those whom we govern. Right in the village, here using Kenya as an example, when I was growing up, there used to be a very vibrant connection between the villager in the rural area, all the way cascading to the leadership in our country. We used to have the Chief Act, and you know the chief was very synonymous and always identified themselves with the real commoners. And when instruction cascaded from the top, it always got to be implemented. Probably time has come again to make sure that what we have really generated in terms of research experiments that we carry out in our research institutions, with the support of our partners, collaboration, we can be able to see how that one can be captured under one vision that can really form the pillar. Here in Kenya, we have a Vision 2030, which was started by none other than our former president, Mwai Kibaki, and it really captured the pillars. And it was the technical people, the technocrats like you, who sat down and came up with some very vibrant pillars, which any succeeding government is trying to use so that at least they can take the good of research into our people. Coming to agriculture, you know, in Kenya we are having a problem because of the maize shortage that was caused by drought. But I was listening as I sat down and I said, probably this ISET conference and the more that will come thereafter can be one of the solutions to be able in this case to address some of the challenges that we face. So for me, having evidence, records that are so advanced and collecting dust, and they are not being digested into the form that is so simple for our people to understand, and having some form of education to advance the skills and transfer those skills from the technocrats all the way to the implementers will be chasing a pipe wind. So it is important that we work with the policymakers, work with those who are the leaders in the various communities, and work in a very special way with those who have the know-how, who can give the funding so that such a program can be done and be carried out with excellence. I did not have the chance to go all through this, but as our sister Sylvia said, we need to land the plane, and I have been busy flying it, and it is now time that we need to land it safely. And occasionally you get this voice that we have about 5 minutes or 10 minutes to land. Take all the necessary precautions and fasten your safety belts so that we can land safely. I want to believe that all of you have come from various countries, notably developing countries, far within Africa, and most importantly, our developed brothers and sisters from Europe, from America, from other regions as far as Asia. We want to recognize you in a very special way because you're sharing your findings willingly and on the basis of voluntary basis. Now that, because I do not want to steal the limelight from those who organize this function, and given that you have learned so much and you are itching to go back to your various countries and institutions so that you can be able in this case to talk with your policymakers and work out ways of how you can implement some of the things that you have learned and the skills that you have gotten by the experiences that were shared today willingly and on a voluntary basis. I would want now to make us read a small closing remark. And in this respect, I want to recognize the chairman of ISET, who is none other than Dr. Namanga Ngongi. He is our member from the far country of Cameroon. I also would want in the same breath to recognize the chief executive and president of ISET, who is none other than our brother, Dr. David Ameyo, who is a Ghanaian and also one of the leading Africans in this area of evaluation, monitoring and evaluation. On the same strand, and I want to recognize all the ISET board of directors who are present here. I also would want at this particular moment to recognize all of you, the conference participants, who have actually made a very successful event for all of us. Without you, we would not have actually learn those experiences that were presented before us. And most importantly, there are those participants that we invited, feel, recognize and know that you are so distinguished. And with all protocols observed, I now take the pleasure to say that it is my great pleasure to preside over the closing ceremony of the Conference of Evidence to Action organized by the ISET. I wish to thank everybody for contributing passionately and openly to create panel discussions and a number of themes that include, but not limited to the following. 1, towards evaluation synthesis of agriculture, transformational programs. Towards evidence-based and data-informed policies and practice. 3, using rigorous evidence to inform program implementation and scale. 4, evidence on mobile phone extension from Kenya and beyond. 5, research and innovations in evaluation for Africa. And 6, translating evidence to policy and action, just to mention but a few. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, to achieve a transformation of smallholder agriculture, we need to promote wider adoption of information and knowledge coming out of research and evaluation projects. I'm reliably informed that over the past 2 days, there have been intense conversations in this room, and you have come out with some actionable strategies to enhance the dissemination of high-quality evidence of what works, where, and why. We are so special because this particular hotel it is just a few days old. And with that age, in came ISET. I invited you people to come and come up with some of innovative ways under which we can go up and up. I remember when our countries attained their independence, our level of development was high. We were food. We were almost getting to the level where food was sufficient. We would say we were sufficient in terms of the food that we had. But you see, as years have gone by, we have had challenges which have got so many variables, and we have gone down instead of going up. So when you are in a new hotel like this one, where it is new, that means there is a new horizon through the ISET. And I want to believe that indeed we shall be able to disseminate those evidences or those findings of high quality at a time such as this. Therefore, I'm delighted that you have come out with clear recommendations on how research and evidence can be used to improve seed systems, enhance soil health, improve post-harvest storage, strengthen rural institutions and develop mechanisms for market access for Africa and South Asian farmers. I'm also delighted that there have been strong discussion on how we can enhance our role in supporting the dissemination of policy-focused evidence. It is critical that we scale up programs to increase awareness amongst the Africans and policymakers and international development community of this evidence. Ultimately, also on the factors that prevent update of research and evaluation data in Africa, and discuss strategies for scaling up their dissemination and impact. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share with you some of the major issues that have been suggested and recommended from this honorable gathering. 1, a need to scale up sharing of results and evidence coming out of evaluation and research projects to spur growth in African culture and in African agriculture and contribute to a transformation agenda. 2, a need to promote evidence-based research and research to drive the development agenda. 3, a need to scale up documentation of best practices and identification of what works, for whom, where, how, and at what cost. Africa is depending on us to catalyze its agricultural transformational agenda. 4, partnership is imperative. Partnership is imperative. There is no single organization that can do it alone. No country can do without partnering with other countries. It is essential that experiences that you have in your countries, just as much as we have in Kenya, and the way Tegemeo and others have shared with you, let us see how we can take profit of the same and collaborate to improve and always improve. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I want at this very juncture to thank the organizers of this conference. You will agree with me that this conference is exceptional, outstanding. It was done with utmost good faith, with a love, with a passion that any country can desire, because they are aspiring to be food sufficient at all times. So I want to thank you organizers, in this case, International Center for Evaluation and Development, BASIS, Ataya, and Tegemeo Institute, for your financial and technical support towards this conference. Can we give them a clap? Thank you very much. You deserve to be saluted, you deserve that clap. Secondly, allow me to thank the hotel, the new hotel in town, in Nairobi, called Park Inn Hotel,